graduation. All right, team, we're ready to go. I apologize for the little bit of blurriness, but I know I look better that way anyway. Set it up that way on purpose. Okay, we're going to do a couple of breathing exercises. We're going to start with our W's, palms up to the ceiling, elbows tucked in, and we're going to aim for a 4-second inhale, 4-second exhale as we pull the hands apart. Ready? Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 2 more in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 1 more in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4. Relax the arms, hands on the tops of the thighs. We're now going to inhale to slide those hands back towards the hips, gently tilt the head up, extend the spine, and then we're going to exhale to slide the hands away, gently round the shoulders, gently tuck the chin, and then repeat. Breathe in and pull, extend the spine, really gently look up with control. Breathe out, slide the arms away. And again, you can gently tuck the chin. Be aware if you have any concerns about your neck, any osteoporosis or severe arthritis. You want to be really careful about how we move that neck. Just go slow and controlled. Listen to your body. And then last one, we're going to breathe in, pull those hands back, gently extend, and breathe out and round. And then relax there. Good work, team. All right, we've got our arms up. We're going to breathe out as we lower one arm, and then breathe in to raise it back up. And again, it's that 3 seconds, and we're going to alternate hands. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, in, 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, in. 2, 3, 4. Last one, out. 2, 3, 4, in. 2, 3, 4. Both hands out. 2, 3, 4, and relax. Awesome. Okay, let's start getting a little bit of movement in. We're going to start just rolling one shoulder back at a time. And boy, I sure hope you all have a stretchy band today, because we're going to do lots of band work. We haven't done much band work the last couple classes, so I wanted to leave you with a bunch of band exercises before we take a break for the summer. You can progress that shoulder roll to the thumbs to shoulders, rolling the elbow back, drawing the circle. Good. Again, slowly, steady breathing as we go. Think about breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and continue. And relax the arms, palms facing forward. We're going to just do little circles here. So again, we're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and continue that pattern. If you feel comfortable adding some intensity, we're going to raise and lower the heels. Good. We're going to go for about 10 seconds before we change up this foot patterning. So keep doing little circles, palms facing forward, lifting and lowering the heels, keeping up your breathing pattern. And we're going to change direction of those circles. And we're going to start tapping one foot forward at a time if you decide that's good for you. Just remember, you are in control of your exercises and your intensity. So you do what feels challenging but doable for you. If you choose to do the exercises standing, I just ask that you have balance support within grabbing distance, just in case. Good, couple more. We're breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And we're going to change up our movement here in 3, 2, 1. Relax. Good. Okay, we're now going to stretch our foot forward and touch the toe out and bring it back. Stretch and touch the toe and bring it back. Good. Touch the toe out in front of you. Touch the toe out in front of you, one after the other. Good. Then if you feel comfortable with the arms, we're going to reach one arm across your body. And if you ever wondered why we tend to do arm and leg movements together, it's because I can't see most of you from the chest or waist down. So the arm movements at least tell me that you're doing the work. And just do what you can. Think about breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. Good. Excellent job, everybody. We're changing the movement in 3, 2, 1, and rest there. Okay. I'm going to ask you to hold a leg up in the air. If you're choosing to stand, that means you can have one foot balanced or you can be heel to toe. Please have balance support within grabbing distance. And we're just going to raise one arm straight up and back down. Straight up and back down. Good. Keep up steady breathing. Good work, everybody. 3, 2, 1. You can change which foot is in front or change which leg is held up. Arms by the side. This time we're raising one arm up to the side at a time. Good. It's going to be really challenging for the balance. So please go slow with control. Keep up your steady breathing pattern. We're raising that arm out to the side. Good. Think about breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, and 3, 2, 1, and relax. Very good. All right. Now we've got our feet kind of hip width apart. We're going to pull the knees together and then relax. So squeeze the knees together and then relax. Remember, if you've got a sore lower back, you might want to put 2 fists here so that we're not pulling them in all the way. That can be sore on a sore back. So you can either pull the knees together or have your hands here. We can squeeze the knees into the hands. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out as we squeeze. And we want to make sure the chest is still up tall, so we're not rounding to squeeze. No, we want to be up tall. Good. Breathe out as you squeeze. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right. Now what we're going to do from here is I'd like you to extend a leg out in front of you. Pull the other up if you can. Actually, I'll show you the variation first. Variation is you can cross over and come back. Cross over and come back. Or we can extend the leg, have the leg crossed over, and see how high can you pull that leg and then slide it back down. Try not to lean on the backrest. Slide the leg up to where it will, and then slide it back down.
And when you're standing?
If you're standing, you can choose to do it standing while holding on to support, and slide it up, and slide it down. Okay, choose what is best for your body. Slide that leg up, slide it down. Good. And 3, we're working a muscle called the sartorius. Connects from the hip across to the kind of inside part of your knee. And switch legs. Slide it up and then down. Slide it up and then down. Just do what you can. Maybe the movement isn't quite there, so you just attempt to do it and hold for a bit longer and then relax. That's great. Nice work, everybody. Pull and relax. Pull and relax. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Fantastic job, everybody. It's time for some cardio. So our goal is to do a minute of movement. Try to keep moving for that full minute and then 30 seconds of rest. Got it? How's everyone doing? Thumbs up means we're doing great, ready to keep going. Otherwise, we're doing good, just taking a break, or not doing well. I need help. Okay. Awesome. All right, you might want to be a little more at the edge of your seat. We're going to start stretching one hand, one foot out in front of us. If you are standing, rather than tapping the foot out in front of you, you'll want to tap your foot behind you to get more out of it. 3, 2, 1, go. Tap the foot and reach. Good. Keep up your breathing pattern. Think about breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. We want to get that heart rate up and ourselves huffing and puffing a little bit more. You're past the halfway point. Good work, everybody. Ten seconds to go. Do what you can. Keep up your breathing pattern. 3, 2, 1, and rest. So maybe you want that recovery position. Remember, we're breathing out through pursed lips. Good work, everybody. So a 30-second rest. Our second movement is going to be open out to the side and back. So pull that knee open as well. And we're gonna push the arms out in front of us. 3, 2, 1, go. So open up the hip. Step out to the side. If you are choosing to stand, you can step up and over the log. So think about stepping up and over the log, up and over the log. You can hold on to balance support, or you can push your hands out in front of you as you step. You decide what's best for you. Halfway. Good. Do what you can. Get yourself huffing and puffing. 10 seconds remaining. 3, 2, 1, and rest. You can find that recovery position. Really, really good, team. Very good. Think about breathing in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. All right. Our next one is we're staying still. We're in a little bit of a bent knee position and we're pumping the arms. Ready and go. So think about pushing your feet into the ground and pump the arms like we're running from a bear. That's it, team. Get those arms moving.
Or after a gopher.
Yeah, chase the gophers. I've got a dog you can borrow for those. Good. Do what you can, team. You're past the halfway point. Go, go, go. Run, run, run. Or you can push your feet into the ground to make it more challenging. Good. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Find that recovery position. Make sure you tell yourself how awesome you are. You got yourself here today. That was a great first step. Excellent. So for our next one, we're going to be stepping. So I want you just stepping and taking as many steps as you can with just your feet. Ready? And go. So think about step, 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 step. I want to hear tippy taps. Even though you're muted, I want to hear tippy taps. So step those feet. If you're standing, stepping, think about fast feet. Think about your breathing pattern. I want to hear those feet going. Go, 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 go. This is a fun one. Do what you can. If you want to just march, you can, but get those feet go, go, go. You're past that halfway point. You're doing great. We can start making some music like this. Keep up your breathing pattern. Yeah, I know those tops of the thighs are burning if you're seated. 3, 2, 1, rest. Oof, oof.
Burning, burning.
Absolutely. Did great. You did so good. Well done. Well done, everybody. Okay, we got one more that we're going to work on, and it's our disco move. And for our disco move, we're going to get the arms going, and then we're going to point. Feel free to get that hip going. 3, 2, 1, go. So you turn and up. Good. So circle the arms, and then Saturday Night Fever. There we go. We need some Donna Summers playing in the background. Ooh, could I get copyright for that? Nah. Keep up your breathing. You guys are doing great. 15 seconds left. Who's going to win the dance competition today? I know it's not going to be me. 3, 2, 1, rest. Give me your jazz hands. All right. Feel free to get into that recovery position.
I can't dance either, Jill.
Can't dance either. Well, it's just about having fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's the most important part.
with this move here, you gotta be careful not to hit yourself in the chin.
That's true. So it's a little bit of coordination and body awareness, which is an important thing.
Keep your head back.
I didn't see anybody clip their chin, so you all succeeded. Great work. Proud of you. It'll be good. All right. So instead of doing 5 sets of that, we're going to do some strength now. Sound good? Unless you want to do 5 sets of all of those cardio exercises. Maybe not today. I promise some band work. So quick reminders about the band, because guess who had one snap on her earlier today? So always a safety thing is just to kind of stretch your band and look over it for any rips or tears in the rubber. Always good to be doing every week, and I don't always remind you. The other thing to remember for all of our band movements, if your hands get tired holding onto it, you can just wrap the band around your palm to help you grip it. Okay, has everyone got that? Perfect. So do what's best for you. Our first movement, our arms are up in the air. And if having your arms up in the air like this is not comfortable for your body, you can have them out in front of you as well. We're going to exhale to pull the band out to the side. Inhale to raise it back up. Exhale, pull it out to the side. Inhale to bring it back up. Exhale, pull to the side. Inhale, back up. Exhale, pull out to the side. Inhale, back up. Exhale to pull the band. Inhale to come up with control. Exhale and up. Exhale and up. 3 more. Exhale and up. Exhale and up. Last one. Exhale and up. Relax there. Very good. Okay, now we're going to put the band around the tops and bottoms of our thighs. It's been a few weeks since we've done this one. So we're going to lasso our legs. Feet are going to stay flat on the ground. And this is all about squeezing your glutes. And remember, your glutes are your bum muscles. So we squeeze our glutes to pull our knees apart with the band and then relax. Okay, squeeze the glutes, pull the band apart, and then slowly relax. Good. Squeeze to pull, slowly relax. Remember, it's helpful to breathe out. Exhale on effort. And the effort here is pulling those knees apart. So it can be helpful to breathe out as we pull. Breathe in to reset. Can breathe out to pull. Breathe in to reset. Breathe out to pull. Breathe in to reset. Very good. And 3 more. 3, 2, 1. and relax. Undo the band. Good. And then from here, we're going to take our hands, both hands on the band, and we're going to go across our body to glue on our one knee. So I'll turn slightly to the side. So we're going to pull our arms straight back, but we don't want to pull so far back that, oh, your shoulder has to do all this wonky work. We're going to put our hands a little closer together if needed, so you can just pull and then relax. The goal is to feel it in that tricep area or the back of your upper arm. Ready? Pull. 1 and back. Pull. 2, back. Pull. 3, back. Pull. 4, back. Pull. 5, back. Pull. 6, back. Pull. 7, back. Pull. 8, back. Pull. 9, back. And pull. 10, back. Now we're going to switch arms. So once again, we've got both hands on the band. We're going to pull the one hand across the body. And we're going to pull. 1. Pull. 2. Pull. 3. Pull. 4. Pull. 5. Pull. 6. Pull. 7. Pull. 8. Pull. 9. And pull. 10. Awesome. Good work, team. All right. Number 4, before we repeat, is we're going to put the band. I'm going to show you the seated version and the standing version. We're going to put the band around or at the back of the ankle, not around, but just at the back of the ankle. So both ends come forward. Then both ends go on the ground in front of you for your foot to step on it. Then from here, your foot can pull back. There we go. Now I can pull back and forward. Okay. Now you can choose to do this standing. I just ask you to hold on to balance support because your foot can get tangled up with the band. But if you're choosing to stand, the movement is just like this. Okay, you're gonna feel in the back of your leg of whatever foot is pulling the band. Okay, so you've got your 2 options. Maybe you want to try this without the band and see how it feels. And our goal is to do 10 per leg. Let's see how it goes. And pull. 1. Pull. 2. Pull. 3. Pull. 4. Pull. 5. Pull. 6. Pull. 7. Pull. 8. Pull. 9. And pull 10. How'd that feel before we do the other leg? Good. Okay. We'll switch legs and then we're going to have a little rest. And during that rest, you can ask any questions you might have. about the exercise. Of course, if there's anything that's painful, that's something to adjust right away, feel free to let me know. And we pull the foot back against the band, and then we come back forwards. I just gotta readjust that. There we go. Pull and forwards. Pull and forwards. Very good. This is one, actually, I should have mentioned at the start, where if you have a Baker's cyst or you're really prone to a Baker's cyst, you want to you don't want to flex your knee very far, and you just want to hold and maintain it a little bit longer. Or you can do the one where we pull our feet back against our chair legs. So then we're not getting that deep flexion on an unhappy knee. I'm afraid I lost count, but I think this is 7. And I don't see anyone shaking their head. So that either means I've skipped ahead some numbers and you're happy about it, or I'm on the right track. So 9 and 10. Brilliant. All right, relax there. And again, before we repeat, is there any questions about those banded exercises?
The last one, is that for your calf muscles?
That's a great question. So it's mostly for the hamstring, which is up above, but your calf muscle attaches, it crosses the knee joint to attach. So your calf does help you bend your knee. So if you were feeling it in the calf, that makes sense, but you also want to be feeling it at the back of the leg. So fantastic question.
Is our calf muscle engaged largely when we do sit to stand and squats like that? Hamstring, I meant, not calf, hamstring.
Oh, gotcha. Your hamstring is working to help with sit to stand. But it's mostly your quads, which is the top, and then your glutes, those bum muscles.
Okay.
Yeah. Good question. Good question.
What is the basic muscle that gives you trouble standing up? You know, like weak legs.
Oh, like to get out of the chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a combination between your quads and your glutes. And it's hard to say because some people have weaker quads and some people have weaker glutes. It could be both. Yeah, so it's just good to strengthen both of those and realize that standing up from a chair, that's just like squatting down to here. Like that's hard,
Yeah.
right? It's tough, but it is a good thing to practice, and we will practice it a little bit later this class.
Okay. Thank you.
You're so welcome. All right. Remember, you can rest longer as needed, but we are going to restart. Make sure you guys can see me. Hands up overhead. And we're going to, or here, this is fine as well. Choose what's best for your body. Exhale to pull the band down. Inhale to slowly bring it back up. Exhale to pull down. Inhale to come back up. Exhale. Inhale. 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 And 3. Pull. 2. And 1. All right, relax those arms. Our second one was to wrap the band around the legs. If you are enjoying standing variations, you can do this from a wall sit position if you want. All right, we're squeezing our glutes, pulling the knees apart, and then relax. So squeeze your glutes, pull the knees apart, and then relax. Good. Squeeze the glutes, pull the knees, and then relax. Great work, everybody. So remember, the effort here is pulling the knees apart. So that's where it can be helpful to exhale. Good. Squeeze the glutes, pull the knees apart. And 3, 2, 1, rest. Awesome. Take the band in your hands. Put it across your body. And we're gonna pull our arm back. Straight arm pulls back. Pull 1. Pull 2. Pull 3. Pull 4. Pull 5. Pull 6. Pull 7. Pull 8. Pull 9. And pull 10. Switch sides. And pull. Pull 2. Pull 3. Pull 4. Pull 5. Pull 6. Pull 7. Pull 8. Pull 9. And pull 10. Good. Relax the arms there. Okay, now we're gonna, that fourth exercise is we took the band, we put it behind the foot, or behind the ankle, sorry. Both ends go in front for the other foot to stomp on. And then we're just pulling that foot back behind us. Okay, pull is 1. Pull 2. Pull 3. Pull 4. Pull 5. Pull 6. Pull 7. Pull 8. Pull 9. Pull 10. Awesome. Switching legs. Okay, we've got it out in front of us. And pull. 1. Pull. 2. Pull 3. Pull 4. Pull 5. Pull 6, pull 7, pull 8, pull 9, and pull 10. And relax. All right, we can put the band to the side. Now, because it's our last class before summer break, I have a challenge for you. And it's a challenge of something that you can do on your own every week. But it's also going to be a challenge we're going to try to repeat in September when we start again, so that you get a good comparison, something to motivate you to keep working throughout the summer. And that assessment is we're going to do 1 minute of sit to stands. And I want you to count how many sit to stands can you do in a minute. And I'm going to ask you to write it down. Keep a note of it somewhere. And then again, the goal would be to test it in September. Make sense to everybody? You can do a wall sit, or you can do our seated sit to stand where you push your feet into the ground and you have to hold it. And I'm going to keep giving you every 10 seconds. And see how far, close to the minute, can you push those feet into the ground before you have to take some pressure off. Does that make sense to everybody? You're either keeping constant pressure or wall sit or sit to stands. Make sense? All right. Ready, steady. Oh, not ready, not ready. No, no, no. Okay, ready and go. So you can do sit to stands or constantly push your feet into the ground for pressure. That's 10 seconds. And the moment you have to take pressure off your feet, if you're doing our seated sit to stand, you're going to keep track of what was the closest time you got to. That's 20 seconds. Don't round up, you round down. It's got to make it to the nearest 10th. 30 seconds, halfway. 40 seconds. 50 seconds. Just do what you can. And 1 minute, rest. Whew. Oh boy. That got the
That was
lungs
tough.
going. Yeah, it is tough. It is tough. And the goal for everybody is to have it be not more tough in September. You've come this far with your fitness and your hard work. Don't let it slide down over the summer. It's a short amount of time, but you have to have an action plan in place. What activities are you going to do? How are you going to keep your fitness going over the summer break? Okay. You're welcome to email me if you need some help with your plan. All right, we're catching our breath. We're going to stretch. During stretch time, perfect time. If you got questions, I'm happy to answer them. And then just everyone pay attention to me saying change for changing sides or changing the stretch. But let's start with just 3 breaths first, where we're raising the shoulders as we breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3, in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. One more in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And pull an arm across your body. We're going to hold this stretch. So hold this stretch while we continue our breathing pattern, but I did notice, just wasn't quite able to read the question from back there. Oops. Oh yeah, some glute stretches. We'll do our glute stretch for sure. And change. Pull the arms back first and then across. Nice work, everybody. Go ahead, give yourself a little pat on the back while you're there. So we are going to do a glute stretch in a little bit. I'll make sure to indicate which one that is. But if you do have questions, other questions, please feel free to ask.
Okay, Jill.
Change.
Jill?
Yes.
Okay, my last question for this year. When I go for a walk, after walking, I don't know how far, like let's say 500 steps, my calves start to hurt. Like that's where I really feel it in walking. Is that normal?
Is it normal for you?
Well, no, I don't know because it's been a long time since I've done long walks. But
Right.
I'm
So when
just,
you're,
is that typical to feel it in your calves before anywhere else?
yeah, it can be common. It
Yeah,
can be
okay.
really common to feel it in your calves. Change.
So just push on,
Get the
and
rolling
get
pin,
the-
get the rolling. Well, I often pause to do a calf stretch, which I'll show you in just a moment. But I'll pause and do a calf stretch before continuing. You can make sure you're using the rolling pin on your calf muscles to massage them out. And relax. Seated, it's hard to stretch your calves, but you can kind of pull your foot underneath you, under your chair, and just try to press your heel into the ground. That should give you a little bit of a stretch. But standing, you can either put it up to a wall for a stretch, be cautious, or you can have one foot in front of the other, keeping the back heel flat, and that will also stretch out that calf. Okay. You can go ahead and change. So again, you can just pull that leg underneath you, press the heel to the ground.
Thank you.
It's like I said, it's tough to stretch the calves from a seated position. We'll stretch it a little bit with the hamstrings though. But yeah, you bet. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Okay, let's relax there. Let's stretch the glutes. You can cross your foot over. You can raise it up higher. You can pull it all the way up, whatever feels best for you. And then we're going to gently turn our body towards the raised knee. And remember, if you pull your knee towards you and lean into it a little bit, don't round. You're not going to feel that stretch. You gotta get the chest up high. That's stretching out the glute and piriformis. Get into your slow breathing pattern. Breathe in, 2, 3, out, 2, 3. And relax there. We're going to switch sides. Time is ticking. If you have any questions before we break for the summer, now's the time to ask. And relax that leg. We're just going to stretch a leg out in front of us. Remember to hinge from the hips. to reach towards the toes. Keep the chest up tall. We're keeping up our slow, steady breathing. Good work, everybody. And change legs. Everyone's good on their questions? Remember, if you do have a question, you can unmute and then ask.
Jill,
Hi.
I once heard that we need to stretch out our muscle groups for the same amount of time that we work them. How do you feel about that?
I don't know I would necessarily agree with that. That sounds like a lot of stretching, and I think different people need different amounts of stretching. I think the goal with stretching, you guys can go ahead and put the feet out wide, knees out wide, is just to make sure you feel more relaxed. Right? So we reduce the tension in the muscles, and that's great. For some people, that takes 1 minute. For some people, that might be a full chair yoga or meditative session. Just depends. But we're just pushing and opening up, team, on the breath in, breathe out to come back in. I would just kind of ask like my first question would be, what does it mean if you say work? Because technically, anytime we're moving, the muscles are working.
Right.
So I just question what the intensity would be. Yeah.
So I know that after doing some exercises, sometimes I feel my body wants me to stretch much longer because it just isn't stretched right to where it's warm and fuzzy. Feels good.
Yeah, and change for sure. And some people, their bodies don't really like stretching. So stretching too long can actually make some people feel worse. They can overstretch. So it really is just listen to your body, aim to feel relaxed and lower tension, however that looks to you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But I haven't heard of any, science studies or research that suggests that, the average person should stretch for as long as they worked it.
Right.
Usually
Okay.
it's like a suggested like 10 to 20 minute cool down stretch period.
Okay.
Yeah, great question. All right, team, we're gonna finish with 2 slow, steady breaths. Let's aim for 4 seconds in. And just for fun, I'm gonna count you down for an 8-second exhale. If you feel like that is not within your abilities today, that's okay. We're just gonna try it. Do whatever you want with your hands. They can stay down, they can go out to the side or up. We're breathing in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in. 2, 3, 4, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and relax. Thank you so much for being here today, everybody.
Thanks, Jill.
Have a
It's
good
been
summer.
really